Hey, what's happening, everybody? I guess it's kind of late tonight, but guess you guys will see this whenever you see it. Just wanted to touch bases with you guys, see who's all up, whatever. But I wanted to talk about this because I was watching this on it's something that Steve mentioned tonight on the Subject PV. Steve the Dean mentioned on a live stream this evening, which it kind of resonated with me because it I've heard him say this before, but it kind of resonated with me on that this level as far as how we, and I'm speaking to both men and women, whoever's watching, but how we let people get away with so much stuff, as far as our value. And this is when it comes to relationships. You know what I mean? We just let people get away with so much. And basically what he was saying, what's happening? What's happening, everybody? Laquan, I mean, what he was saying is that, you know, if people really feared losing you, they wouldn't do the things that they do, or they wouldn't treat you in whatever manner. Just like he likened it, like the way he said it, if you're in a relationship with a woman, like I said, this can go both ways. The way they treat you, is it the same way they would treat uh someone that is it the same way they would treat their boss at work? When they go to work, or if someone goes to work, they act completely different. They're on their best behavior. They're not trying to, mess up anything. They're not trying to uh do anything that can cause them to lose their job. So they're basically, patronizing, brown nosing, whatever it takes just to maintain a job. Not saying that they have to do that with the person that they're in a relationship with, but it just goes to show you, why do they do that? Bottom line is, what it boils down to is that they don't want to get fired. They don't want to lose their job, right? They don't want to get fired. They don't want to lose their job. What's up, Simply D? And so they're on their best behavior, just like you, if you're an employee at work, you're on your best behavior to try not and get your butt fired. You know what I mean? But when you come home, um, or when that person comes home to you, they're treating you however they want to treat you because they have no fear of losing you. They have no respect for you. You tell people, or how you said on there, you teach people how you want them to treat you. And sometimes when you teach them and they still don't try to adhere or try to listen to what you have to say, they're going to continue to treat you that way because, like I said, they have no fear of losing you. So that's when it comes where you just have to make them miss you, make them live up to all that they're doing. You know what I mean? This this thing that they're putting on, send them on their way. You know what I mean? As far as you being kind and you're doing these things, that's perfectly fine. But don't change who you are, or don't be somebody's stepping stool. You know, and don't just take whatever. Don't be not. I said a stepping stool. Don't be somebody's doormat. I'm talking about a stepping stool. You could be somebody's stepping stool also. You know what I mean? And on into the next relationship. But you shouldn't have to take certain things. You know what I mean? And that's all what it boils down to. Is this people will do whatever. What's up, Mila? Um, People will do whatever you allow them to do. And this goes on, and sometimes people feel like they can't do any better. It boils down to, you're the prize. You know what I'm saying? You're the prize. And like I said, some of you may think you're the prize. I mean, at the end of the day, we're all valuable. But when it comes to, if you're dependent on someone, or you're dependent on this person to provide for you or offer you a certain lifestyle, then this is completely different. You know what I mean? You have to make yourself the prize. You have to make yourself an asset. And what I, my old videos, we talk about assets and liabilities and all this stuff. You have to be an asset because if you're a liability, then obviously somebody's gonna be treating you in this manner. You know what I mean? What's happening, Phoenix? You know what I mean? They're gonna treat you if you're a liability. They're gonna treat you in that manner. You know what I mean? It's some people who are assets, and I'm not gonna get into simphood and all this other stuff. But some people are assets, and they still get treated like garbage. You know, and you have these people, both men and women, who exhibit narcissistic qualities. You know, and that's what you need to look out for. It goes back to that video I did the other day, where you are valuable. You know what I mean? You're valuable, but as far as value, you're valuable as a human being. But it's damn, somebody liked and disliked. Is it that serious? Like anyway, whatever. Who cares? Um, get the likes up. Yeah, if you feel like it, man, it's no big deal. Um, he said show JR respect. Yeah, man. I got the like, man. Anyway, he said show respect. Ain't even 10 people in here right now. Anyway, it's the message that counts. So just look at it like that. You know, if you're the coolness of this person's eyes that you're with, related to that job, do they have a fear of losing you? If they don't have a fear of losing you, or this person can go days or go a night or whatever without speaking to you, without you know even caring what you got going on, then hey, go ahead and fire their ass. And that's, excuse me, that's bottom line what it is. You know, if a person does not have that fear of you firing them, you know, we got an issue there. We got an issue here. Because otherwise they're just keeping you there until they can get a hold of something else. Something else better comes along. You know, they think they're alphas and let them signal why he's a natural alpha. I'm not. Yeah, I hear this alpha, beta, all this other stuff, but I forgot how it goes, but once you get into that exit interviews, once you get into that whole situation of if they know they got you and they you allow it once, you have to stop this stuff immediately, man, because we're not gonna be here forever. Once you see somebody treat you like that first time around, you gotta put the hammer down. You know what I mean? You gotta put that hammer down. You can't, because they're gonna keep doing it. There's no need for no exit interviews. Just silence. You know that firing, nah. Send them on their way, because it's a lot of people become pretentious uh, until you actually, you know, bring it to their attention. That key word a lot of times is cognitive dissonance. With this whole thing that people have going on, people walk around and they treat people, you know, any type of way, and because a lot of people tend to go along with it, they think it's acceptable. You know what I mean? Because people allow them to do these things. It's deemed acceptable. But they're not saying nothing. They're not doing anything. I guess I don't want to say it's always narcissism, but it's like you're not going anywhere. You're still gonna call me. You're still gonna text me. You know, you're not going anywhere. I got this person. So, but you're worth, what I'm telling you is you're worth so much more than that. There's another golden egg, whatever you want to call it. My lack of better term, excuse me. There's another prospect out there. You know what I mean? There's always somebody with people mentally a lot of us don't want to go through this whole process again of having to you know be thrown out there to the wolves, as some people like to say. Silence is good for some people. Others, you need to make them aware of why you're releasing them. It's a teachable moment. I can agree. I do agree with that. Because that I mean, what I'm saying is, if you've already expressed this to someone, right? You've already expressed to this person what the issues are, right? And they still haven't corrected it, or don't want to correct it, and they still think that they can treat you like crap. That's just like you going to the job and you still conducting yourself like this. You really don't want your job at the end of the day. After your boss has already sat down with you, did a counseling session, if you will, or done a session with you just to let you know, hey, you know, a review, whatever you want to call it, your quarterly, and told you what the issue is, and you're like, man, I don't care about what this guy's talking about or what she's talking about. I'm still gonna come in here late. I'm still gonna wear whatever I want to wear to work. I'm still gonna do this, and this. You really don't care about your job, really. You know what I mean? And it goes and it goes for the same thing with a relationship. Your cheaters keep cheating because they know you allow it. You know, people keep talking disrespectful because you allowed it. People put hands on people over and over because you allow it. You know, so this is just the way it is, man. You gotta shut that. You gotta shut it down, homie. Especially if you're a person of means. Like I said, you all have value. And get the likes up if you're just now in this video. Just not in this video, but if you're just now getting up over here, it doesn't cost you a thing. It's free. But especially if you're a person of means, you're a person with assets. Uh, you're not. That's what I said. It all boils down to that dependency. A lot of people stay in because of this dependency. Oh snap, Char Willie in the building. You know, I gotta increase my meditation. Where did that come from? I don't know where meditation has to do with this, but I got you. But your your market value, your wisdom, your knowledge, your assets, your everything that makes you who you are, everything that makes you valuable in a relationship. You know what I mean? This is make that person when you say peace, make that person miss you, and that's just what's gonna have to happen. Whoever's next, it doesn't matter about telling that person, which is what a lot of people tend to do, is that whoever you get next isn't going to compare. And I know I'm branching off on this by saying all of this, but make that person miss you. You know, whether you already talk to them about the situation, or you wanna do it with silence. Send them on their way, and even whichever way, they might learn a lesson from there. Whether you decide to take them back, that's on you. But you have to make it clear, because that repetition is somebody's gonna think it's okay, especially if you keep running back to that person, or that person keeps coming back and you let them back in. You know what I mean? Absence makes the heart fonder. People sit back and think, and they realize what's really missing, or that person that they decide to move on to next is nothing hitting on, as far as who you were to them. You know what I mean? Bishop J. I'm thinking about doing a separate channel on JR Ministries. He's talking about JR Wisdom Ministries coming soon, man. I'm doing that. Crave. I like the imagery of that. Yeah, man. Somebody has to, just like you take your job for granted. You know what I mean? You take your gig for granted till you get fired. You complain about that job till you don't have it anymore, right? That's what a lot of people tend to do. I think about that from time to time. We complain about our jobs, we complain about having to go to work, we complain about all of this stuff till your ass, excuse me, till you're fired, and you're like, man, I wish I had that job right now, and you have to get a lesser paying job or have to work somewhere else. You took it for granted. You know what I mean? Because you thought it was gonna be there forever, or you didn't see yourself getting fired anytime soon. You know what I mean? But that's just not how it works. We have to be that same way. We have to be that same way. You know. So man, it's 15 minutes past already. I was just knocking out some homework. So yeah. Shout out to everybody tuned in. Uh I wanted to I know I've been slacking off on the videos, man. I need to start doing my classics again. But I just wanted to make this video because, like I said, what Steve said, it was on point. You know, and a lot of us, men and women, we compromise ourselves. We compromise. It has a nice ring to it. Yeah, we compromise ourselves. We compromise who we are just because out of fear, and that's pretty much what it is at the end of the day. Out of fear and potentially fear, loneliness, and potentially this thing we call love. But that's not love at the end of the day. Because if it was, it wouldn't be going down like that. It's unrequited. There's no reciprocity in this equation here. You know, whatever you got going on with this person, it should be reciprocated. Whatever you put out to this person, they should be reciprocating. If that, otherwise, it's not the water relationship, which I need to do a video on that. I've been meaning to get around to that. You got the water relationship and you got the Coca-Cola relationship. So if you're in that Coca-Cola relationship, which is basically what's going on, what this video is talking about, one person is basically, you know, contributing, putting all their energy into the relationship, while the other person is just like, I'm just here. It must flow. It can't be forced, you know. So, yeah, I'm gonna do that. I'm probably gonna do that one tomorrow. The water relationship and the Coca-Cola relationship, or the beer relationship, as opposed to the champagne relationship. But we talking about water because it has to flow, can't be forced. You know what I mean? Can't be forced at all. It's gotta flow. Not making anybody do anything that they don't want to do, and whatever they do should be of their own free will, not forcing anything. And it's so beautiful. This person feels the same way you feel about them, and it's just blissful. So, um, yeah, shout out to everybody, man. I need to I keep talking about it, keep putting out my plans on here. I need to stop putting out my talking about what I'm gonna do and just do it. This ain't no pillow talking sermon. Just cause I'm on a pillow don't mean this is a pillow talking sermon. Sheesh. We we get on some what do you call it? Late night some late night that's for a different video. Get on some late night chat or late night game. But I ain't got no game. I'm just saying. Get on some late night game up in here talking some stuff on here and get the hotline going. Calling in. I ain't that advanced though. I ain't got no graphics. I ain't got no nothing. Late night after service benediction. Have the call in line on one hand. Right here. She got her hand. What she talking about? I guess that would be a cool idea. I ain't got enough viewers to be getting up on that yet. I haven't been consistent. Well, call in, have some callers call in, even though I only got a few, and just chop it up about some late night relationship stuff on here. Yeah, yeah, late night relationship stuff. I don't know, man. I come up with something. Yeah, I'm gonna start doing that. Everybody, that seems like the thing that's going right now is people are doing the call-ins, but you gotta switch. I gotta switch it up. Can't be doing it all ghetto style how I'm doing it right now. Laid back, like I said. So real talk, grown, sexy, mature. Exactly, Ming. Exactly. Yeah. Some real talk, grown and sexy, adult conversation. Yeah. I got some ideas, yeah, man. I want to do two other channels, but I'm just trying to figure out what I'm gonna do with all this. I don't want to do no more negative talk. You see, my views done went down since I stopped talking trash. Since I went to the adult peanut butter sandwiches. Since I went to the positive thing, it getting kicked out the first video. Nah, ain't nobody getting kicked out. I'm pretty sure they get demonetized though. But yeah, my views then went down. Not like I had like thousands and thousands before, but since I was switched to the whole positive thing, I got this shade. I got this shade from the camera, the shadow from the camera up on my face. But yeah, I think that's a good concept. I think I'm gonna move into that or whatever. Something like that. Peanut butter sandwich and green juice. Man, I don't know what y'all talking about. I'm about to have some Lucky Charms here shortly. Y'all talking about all this stuff like that. But yeah, I think that's the move. That's what's coming up. And I think it's probably gonna expand. Get some good topics going on. I come up with a topic. I just be tired, man. Which I know if you take this seriously, all that tired stuff is going out the window. You know what I mean? But yeah, man. Keep that in mind. Keep that in mind. Like I said, it brings a lot of. It had me thinking. I mean, I heard him say it before. It had me thinking back to what I was talking about. That whole correlation between it being a job. You know what I mean? A relationship being a job and the person having a completely different outlook as far as when they go to work being that way. So thought it was pretty cool. No, I do. I play a musical instrument? Nah, I don't play any musical instruments, man. You know, but yeah. Shouts out to everybody. Peace be upon you all. Make sure you guys like, share, comment, and subscribe. What am I doing? What was the topic I was gonna do tomorrow? Nah, man, I don't play chess either. Um, it was gonna be about cause I meant to do it today. It's gonna be about folks out there who basically sacrifice themselves or basically people who are putting on for other people that just to impress other people who really don't care about you. And there's so many people trying to do this, trying to go broke and compromising their morals and principles just to impress people who really don't care about them. So you would forfeit your dignity for these things. That's what I wanted to talk about. I was gonna do that earlier, but I was just sitting there, like I said, after this live stream that I was listening to just now, and I just wanted to cover that. So yeah. So man, I'm up out of here. Appreciate all you guys tuning in. Peace be upon you all. I'm gonna try to get on here tomorrow and can rap. So sure y'all check out all the links in the description if you haven't yet. And mercy and blessings of the Almighty. I am out, and I will see you guys later. Peace.